Hey everyone, so great to see you again. It's Judy from Coffee, Cookies, and Books. And what we've got today is we have the other half of Summer Chaos with Kindle Unlimited YAHTZIFIED TBR. All right, everyone. So I did a video that I put up not that long ago, and I went through everything I had on Kindle Unlimited and my ARCs. And I said we were going to do a Kindle Unlimited YAHTZIFIED TBR selection, which is exactly what we're going to do in this. And this is going to go between July and August, and the same as the TikTok TBR, which is for all of the cozy physical books I have. This one is going to be just for Kindle Unlimited and my ARCs. Now, if I have any additional ARCs that I am approved on, they'll go in the pile for the books that we'll pick as we go through. This is also going to be played intermittently throughout the entire months of July and August. And as with TikTok TBR, I'll read whatever group I have. When they're done, I review them. Okay? So we're not saving everything up to the end of the month. This is just going to be a constant running throughout the whole entire summer of July and August. And that's why I'm calling it Summer Chaos, because it is going to be absolute chaos. Okay? Now, in between all of that, I am also going to do my book of the month, which is a normal video that I do, and I will do my normal releases video for what's coming in August, because I do always do that. So that is still going to get done, all right? But everything else is probably going to be filled with TBRs and reviews, like the reviews for each section. So as we complete a TBR, we complete it, we read it, we review it, we have the next one, we move on to the next one, and so on and so forth. So it's going to be like that, and it's going to be running with 2 separate TBRs throughout the whole 2 months. It's going to be a little crazy, which is why I called it chaos, Summer Chaos. And it's going to go right through to the end of August, from beginning of July to the end of August. So what we're going to do here is we are going to pick our first round of YAHTZIFIED TBR with our Kindle Unlimited books. So let's get to it, and let's do our first roll. Okay, so we are ready to go with a fresh YAHTZIFIED game. Now, as I mentioned, I have whittled down the prompt cards to a smaller batch so that we have prompt cards that match our small batch of cards that we're going to use that have everything that I have in KU and my NetGalley arts. So that's all in here, okay? And the prompt cards are kind of picked so that they match these books a little bit better, because we don't have the entire library to pick from for this, because we're just doing the Kindle Unlimited summer fun here. So as usual, we're going to use the 2 different sets of dice, the white dice for the regular play, black dice for the prompt card plays. And we're just going to get started with our first roll. Let's see what we get. So we have 2 6s, and we'll keep those. And we've got another 6, which is great. Okay, so we're going to go with the 3 6s up here. There we go. And we're going to pick a book. Don't have a ton. There's only 23 books in total in here. And our first choice is Bonded by Thorns. Okay, so first roll, we got Bonded by Thorns. That's by Elizabeth Helen, and this is the first book in the Beasts of the Briar series. There's quite a few. It is a reverse harem fantasy romance. So we will see what I think of this one. Now, how many pages is it? 348 pages. So it's not super long, this first one. Now, we'll give it a try, see what I think of it. I'm not a huge one usually for fairy tales, but this one sounds interesting. You know, I read the synopsis, so that's what I'm going to read to you right now. It says, I've always loved fairy tales. I've never imagined I would actually be in one. When my father wanders into the enchanted realm of the Fae, I know I have to go after him. And when he gets in prison, I'll do anything to save him, even trade my freedom for his. I had no idea I'd end up imprisoned by 4 Fae princes who turn into beasts at night. I have to win my freedom, and that means making a bargain with them. That means finding their mates in order to break the curse. If it can help them do that, they'll set me free. Sounds simple, right? It's not, because against my better judgment, I'm starting to fall for these beastly princes. One is smart and sweet, the other mysterious and deadly, another flirty and confident, and the last prince, he's handsome, strong, has a wicked temper, and is dead set against breaking the curse. Why does he want to keep me here forever? But it's not just my freedom on the line. If I don't break the prince's curse soon, all the magic in the enchanted veil will be stolen by the evil and stupidly hot Prince of Thorns. And I'm not letting my princes stay cursed, not after I have fallen in love with them. So that's that one. Certainly sounds like interesting. We shall see. Don't know if it's my cup of tea, but that's why I use KU. You know, give it a go. And if I don't like it, move on to the next one, right? That's it. Okay, so now we're on to roll number 2. Okay, second roll. And I know I didn't mention it at the beginning, but we're doing the typical 5 rolls for this. Oh, we got a full house right in one roll. That's perfect. We're going to take that because that's never an easy thing to get. And we'll put that star down there and pick a book. There we go. Love that. Yeah, full houses are never easy to get. So whenever you can get them, you grab them, right? Right. Okay, and our choice is get 20% off your first demon this Halloween. So that's a novella from an author, self-published. So really want to read that one. Okay, so roll 2, we got get 20% off your first demon this Halloween, which is written by, let me bring it up here. I have my little iPad in front of me. Michael D.A. Clark. Now, Michael Clark asked me if I would read this. So I said yes. He was going to provide me with a free copy of it. I said, let me do it in KU because then you get paid if I read it. So I prefer that whenever I can do it. So Halloween is the busiest night of the year for Corpse Corp Limited. They offer a unique service to society's desperate, bitter, and broken, supplying psychos, homicidal maniacs, supernatural entities, and other deadly forces to those seeking some violent karma. As our protagonist browses Corpse catalog in search of the perfect killer, the twisted backstories behind the company's unstable collection of misfits begins to unfold. Their chaotic lives soon collide in unexpected ways, each playing a part in what promises to be one utterly unhinged Halloween night, packed with mayhem, carnage, shocking twists, and razor-sharp dark comedy. Getting 20% off your first demon this Halloween is as hilarious as it is deranged. Perfect for fans of horror comedy, slasher chaos, and outrageous Halloween madness. I think it's great. I wanted to make sure I read it and reviewed it so that you guys, if you wanted to read it for Halloween, you'd get my review on it. So I think it sounds fantastic. And it's not a super long book. It's only a couple hundred pages. So why the heck not, right? Yeah. All right. So now we're on to roll number 3. Okay. Next roll. What do we have here? I'll go with the 2 1s and 3. And we have 4 of a kind. So we're going to take 4 of a kind on a low roll with that one. That just makes life easier, and it gets rid of a harder one to get. So there we go. And pick a book. Okay. And Mr. Disappear. That's one of my arcs. Okay, roll number 3 is Mr. Disappear by Virginia Trench, and this is a NetGalley arc, okay? And this is coming out on November 10th, 2026, so in the fall, and I loved the sound of this one as well. So it says, to catch a serial con artist, 3 women will stop at nothing to beat his dangerous game. A sultry thriller from the author of Our Secrets Were Safe. He loves you not, he's gone. He's everything they want him to be, a confidant, a sexy escape, a thrill. All that and more can be theirs for a price. His victims never saw the con coming, and it worked every time until now the predator becomes the prey. What began as a Reddit true crime thread has escalated into a full tilt hunt for a man behind countless masks. But are the women driving the search a match for a master criminal? One is an ex-journalist chasing her ticket back into the industry, another woman with personal motive that must remain secret, and the third, his current target. Can they outfox the ultimate swindler before he strikes again, this time with deadly consequences? In this tantalizing story of deceit and revenge, 3 women might get close to catching the devil, but will they get burned in the process? So, love the sound of that one. You know, these ones here kind of cut through all that coziness in the Tic Tac TBR, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I think so. So I think this is kind of a great combo for the summer. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, so that's it for that one. Let's move on to roll number 4. Okay, and we're on our 4th roll. Uh, 3, 4, 5. We're going to try for a straight. And, well, we got 3 3s out of that. So we will take that up here. That was a fluke roll. And we will pick a book. Nothing exciting yet. No, none of my prompt cards have showed up yet. Okay, and here we go. Nousecraft World 2. Perfect, because I have the 2, World 2 and World 3. I got to read them both, so that's perfect. Okay, roll 4 is Nousecraft World 2, which is the first book I read in June, which was Nousecraft World 1, A Zombie Apocalypse. It was so freaking good. It is a lit RPG. I can't go into the details on the second one. Suffice to say that in the first one, the groups were on Earth and it was centered in London. This one, they're on a space station, okay? And there's this one, it's got a similar vibe to Dungeon Crawler Carl, but it has multiple viewpoints, where Dungeon Crawler Carl is just Carl's viewpoint through the whole thing, which, I mean, I love, because I love Carl. But this one is multiple different viewpoints, and I actually really liked it. In this one, it played out really well. the way that the author did it. It's by Leonard Buford. I forgot to say his name. But yeah, so I really, really enjoyed it. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to read the quick sort of thing at the end. It's basically, it's a dark lit RPG trilogy. So there are only 3 books. This is the second one. Multi-POV death game with morally gray protagonists, an AI game master running social experiments on humanity. That's exactly what it is. And a prisoner's dilemma where the stakes are real. So everything that's affecting and that happens in the game affects the people that aren't in the game, because there are some people that aren't in the game. And that's kind of how the first one went down. But if you're in the game and you die, then you die outside the game. So it's, yeah, it was kind of crazy. I loved the first book. I will review it soon. But anyway, that's on one. Can't wait to get to it. Okay, so we're on to roll number 5. Okay, now this is 5th and final roll. Fingers crossed. And we have 1, 2, 3 again. We'll take that. Oh, come on. And we did not get, I was hoping for a small straight. Didn't get that. So we have to roll black dice. So just a reminder, if we roll a 1 and a 4, we pick a prompt card. If we roll a 2 and a 5, we pick a reward card. And if we roll a 3 and a 6, it's a misfortune card. I had to think about that for a minute. Okay, what are we going to get? We have a 2, so that's a reward card. So let's see what we get for a reward. We do not have to add a book either when we get a reward card. So, unless the reward specifically says. So, Superfied, you're finished rolling, yes or no. So that says the game is done. So I am going to go with a yes on that. And that's going to be it for this game. Okay, and we got a Superfied reward card on roll number 5. And this one is you're finished rolling, yes or no. I picked yes. And because we ended up on a reward card, I didn't have to pick a book. So we have 4 books for Kindle Unlimited. We have Mousecraft World 2, Mr. Disappear, get 20% off your first demon this Halloween, and Bonded by Thorns. So those are the 4, okay? And this is round 1 done. And you will see me again when we do round 2 of our Kindle Unlimited picks. Okay, wish me luck.